Hi, my name is Tara McGarry, and in this presentation, I'll be reflecting on my experience facilitating a mock counseling support group focused on managing anxiety and stress. I use Copilot to help facilitate this. Overall, I believe I managed the group dynamics effectively by creating a space that's balanced and structured with openness. Early in the session, I observed differences in communication styles. One participant tended to minimize others' experience, while another was more emotional. And a third showed anxiety through physical symptoms, fidgety and what have you. Rather than shutting down any one perspective, I showed um, intentional pauses, conversation, and reinforce the group with some norms there. For example, I stated, I want to gently remind the group that everyone experiences stress differently. This helped de escalate tension while maintaining engagement from all the members. Over time, I absorbed a different shift towards mutual respect and understanding, which was a strong indicator of a positive group development. To encourage participants and engagement, I intentionally use motivational interviewing techniques, particularly OARS, open-ended questions, affirmations, reflective listening, and summarizing. For instance, I ask, what does stress or anxiety look like for you in your day-to-day life? Which invited each participant to share their lived experiences. Um, and come forward with being transparent. I also used another method here, which I found was very much balancing. It allowed confidence to show. Leaning into that empathy as well played a big part during this mock facilitating experience. I use questions, for instance, I would ask, what does stress or anxiety look like for you in your day-to-day life? Which invited each participant to share their lived experiences again. I also use affirmations such as it takes courage to show up and be open. That reinforced their participation. I also paused and shared, it sounds like your day never really gives you a break, which helped validate a participant's stress level as to what they're experiencing. These techniques created a safe environment where participants felt heard. It also allowed for deeper engagement. One participant even stated, it makes it easier to talk, like I don't have to hide it as much, demonstrating increased psychological safety within the group. One primary challenge I encountered was maintaining multiple clients simultaneously while maintaining the flow as well as the needs. Each participant presented different needs: caregiver burnout, workplace stress, and just anxiety with physical symptoms, which required me to balance and validate and gently redirect what I should say. That was challenging, especially when trying to address and minimize behaviors or internal conflicts with the group. I had to ensure that I supported the vulnerable participants while still keeping the more dominant participant engaged in a respectful way. Throughout the session, I applied knowledge of human behavior and in-person environmental framework by recognizing how each participant's stress was influenced by external factors such as work demands and social expectations. Instead of viewing their responses as isolated issues, I framed them within their broader life context. This approach aligned with social work principles and allowed me to engage participants in a way that was holistic and non-judgmental. Finally, empathy, reflection, and interpersonal skills were central to my approach in creating a culturally responsive environment. I maintained a non-judgmental tone, validated each participant's lived experience, and used inclusive language throughout the session. In conclusion, this experience strengthened my confidence in facilitating group sessions and highlighted the importance of balance and empathy within the structure. It reinforced my ability to manage group dynamics, applying motivational interviewing techniques, and engage participants in meaningful ways that were respectful and responsive. Thank you.